Cross-promoting with Webtalk. So in this video today, I want to take you through Webtalk and how it is actually the best marketing platform out there. And for that reason alone, it is very easy to cross-promote. Okay, so it's very easy to bring in a lot of referrals to your network by simply cross-promoting the product. I use this tactic a lot in my YouTube videos. I'm using this tactic right now, but I want to sort of explain it a bit to you and actually show you a few examples on Facebook. So if you want to see that, stick around, watch this. So you would have noticed a lot of my videos, it's to do with helping somebody do something, okay? And the something isn't nothing to do with Webtalk, okay? So you've probably seen some of my videos, I've sort of shown YouTubers how to grow a YouTube channel with Webtalk. I've showed freelancers from Fiverr how they can benefit with Webtalk. All this sort of stuff, multi-level marketers, everything is sort of targeted to a specific audience, okay? And that's how I'm bringing in a lot of traffic, and I'm bringing in a lot of traffic from all these different audiences. So today I'm going to show you with the YouTube one. Now I'm going to do this on Facebook groups. I'm going to just show you a few pictures and that sort of stuff, sort of explain to you about the long-term benefits more than the short-term. If you are thinking short-term, if you're thinking sign-ups today, that's all you're going to get, sign-ups today. But tomorrow, you're not going to be getting sign-ups, okay? So I really want you to think long-term. So you've got something sort of built where you can consistently bring in a lot of referrals in one day with little effort. So at the start, obviously, it's going to take a bit of effort, a bit of time, a bit of creation, but in the future, instead of hustling for a day for 2 referrals, you're going to be able to just do a couple posts a day and get 10. So that's the difference between long-term and short-term. So long-term, you're going to be getting bigger results in the future. Short-term, if you're doing short-term tactics all the time, yes, you might get 1 or 2 sign-ups that day, but you've got to continuously do them short-term tactics to get that 1 or 2. With a long-term tactic, you've got to sort of just start off hustling at the start and then sort of build it up, so then in the future you're not getting 1 or 2 a day and you're not hustling every day. You've sort of got something more passive and easier to look after. So for these examples, I'm going to cross promote Webtalk. I'm actually going to do the post for YouTube users. I'm going to do it for marketing as well, and I'm also going to do it for Fiverr gigs. So I'm just going to give you 3 examples, but you can do this with any niche. See, with Webtalk benefits every single person out there, okay? Webtalk benefits the world if they know how to use it. It is a tool to help anybody do what they're doing. So all you got to do is find targeted groups. So the first thing you're going to do is sort of something that's similar to what you're doing on Webtalk, whatever it is. I don't know if you're posting stuff about surfing, whatever it is. They're the type of groups you're going to target, and you're going to work out how it benefits them. So I'm going to go into the YouTube one first. So now all I'm going to do is give value. So in this post, I'm going to give value of how they can grow their YouTube channels with Webtalk. But what you want to keep in mind is you're not trying to get a sign up, okay? What you are trying to do is get an active referral. So the way we work this is we teach and then give. So we teach how to grow the channel with Webtalk, and then we'll have the link after we teach. So we are not selling Webtalk itself, we are selling YouTube growth, because we are in a YouTube page, so we're selling YouTube growth, not Webtalk. We're not talking about the 5 levels. We're not talking about making money on Webtalk. We're not talking about none of that stuff. We're just simply going to give tips, give advice, that sort of stuff about growing their channel. So I'm going to do a post now. So for this specific post, I showed them 3 steps how they can grow their YouTube channel. Now, I have not mentioned anything about the benefits of Webtalk itself. I've only mentioned benefits about them using Webtalk, and I've explained to them how to do it. Now, the reason why I teach first, so you can see here I've explained it first, and then I've put my link. Now, the reason I do that is so then that way the ones that do sign up, there might not be as many, but the ones that do will begin to follow these steps. And if they begin to follow these steps, they are now active. If they like the MLM aspect and making money on Webtalk part, which they most probably will because they are YouTubers and they're actually, and majority of them are doing YouTube to get a monetized channel, so chances are they're going to begin to refer as well, and they've also got YouTube channels to refer with. So that's a win-win for me if somebody signs up. So one person that actually follows these instructions and signs up is more valuable than 10 people that I've just spammed a link in their feed or in their comments and that sort of stuff, okay? So the way you are marketing is long-term results. We are thinking about long-term results here. And even if I don't get somebody the first time I post this, if I did tips each and every day, or even once a week or something in one specific group, one specific niche, soon enough, they will begin to know me, okay? They're going to begin to trust me because they see me consistently put in new tips. So for this one here, I've wrote my 3 steps to grow your YouTube fast and free. I've put spaces in between each step. Now, the reason why I put spaces when I do some sort of pitch is because majority of the people will not read it if it's a clumped up paragraph, okay? Because what happens is their mind tends to see the big paragraph and get overwhelmed by it, and they give up reading before they even start. This way it is multiple small tasks, so they just got to read a line and then they get a gap and then another couple of lines. Okay, so it's multiple small tasks. So it's like if you're going to lose 50 kilos, you wouldn't say I'm going to lose 50 kilos. You'd do something more realistic, more easy for your mind to understand, in 1 kilo a week for 50 weeks. Okay, so you're splitting up the one big task into small tasks, and then it's more likely that someone will actually follow through to the end, because the idea is to get them to see that link. And to get them to see that link, we need them to read it all. So the first step is search your niche in the Webtalk search bar, then follow and connect with 10 members that come up. For example, if you post cat videos, search cats, okay? And what this does instantly is this gets them active. So as soon, if they follow this step, so if they actually sign up, they've read these steps, and now they are going to follow these steps. So now the first thing they're going to do is go and follow 10 people in their niche. And that's what you want, because if they're following people in their specific niche, their feed becomes enjoyable for them, and they're more likely to go and stay on. Not only that, if they follow 10, that is a part of the profile completions that you need for them to begin to earn. And then the second one, engage and complement their post as they create them. This builds engagement underneath you. Okay, so this is another step that benefits you, and it's also going to benefit them. Then the third step I've done, post one of your videos on Webtalk each day, thank everyone that shares them, and give responses to their questions. So this is not only getting them engaging on others, this is getting them posting their own content. And when they begin to post their own content and build a community that you've literally, in this 3 steps, you've explained to them how to do that, they are going to benefit by following these 3 steps. Now, if they begin to get results on Webtalk, which is what you want, okay, you want them to get good results for whatever you're doing here. So don't just do a pitch that isn't going to work. Do a pitch that is going to work for them. And this, I believe, will work for them if they follow it. And then lastly, I've wrote here, when you try this and get addicted to the results, feel free to follow me for more tips. And then I've got my Webtalk link there. So I'm not asking them to sign up. I'm saying if you benefit, then follow me and I'll give you some more. Okay, so majority of what I'm doing here is just giving. Now, some groups won't let you post links. Now, with them groups, just give the tips and mention Webtalk, okay? And then they'll begin to ask questions in the comments anyway, and then you can connect with them and give them links in the private messenger. But as long as you're giving tips, you're going to build relationships, you're going to build trust. And then I went and searched Google for a picture, and I just found this. Now all I'm going to do is post that. Now, as long as I continuously do this, I will begin to build a niche around this. Now you can see here how it comes up. My link is not there. The reason I don't have my link there in the first thing is because I want them to click more. So I make them like these steps, okay, and they can get to step 2. Now with the spacing, I'm going to have more people reading it, and then they're likely to click more. So not everyone sees the link straight up, because if they see the link straight up, they won't even read your post because they think you've got some sort of intentions, okay? Which everyone, with whatever you do, has an intention. So now when they click see more, then my link comes up, and they've also got to that point where they've had to click for more before it came up, okay? So now if you do this in a small group around, like this is a pretty big group, so it'll take a while, but you're more likely to get a few signups from the very start. But if you do it within a small group, you're going to build a community, and then as they join and they're getting results in their Webtalk, they'll begin to also engage with you on this group. So if I was to do this each day on this group and people join me in Webtalk and they begin to do my tips and follow me and that sort of stuff, they are going to be getting results. Not only are they going to be getting results, the next time I post some tips on here, they're going to comment down. They're going to like my post, boosting me up in the algorithm. They're also going to comment how they tried the last ones and it worked, blah, 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 and really build trust, okay? So the more people that comment, the more engagement you build, which is a long-term thing. Remember, we're thinking long-term. So if you do this for a couple of weeks, you're going to build a little community that engages and push your stuff right up to the top. So really, you want to cross promote like that. You are not promoting Webtalk, you are promoting YouTube growth. And the next one I'm going to do is marketing. Now the reason I'm doing this is because so many people use marketing, so many people target marketers, that sort of stuff. So you can see here I'm in a marketing group, but now I'm going to do a post about marketing. So now it's going to be all to do with marketing. Okay, and it'll be something simple, just like the last one. So before I write that post, just in case you do click off, just in case you've already got enough information. Now because I'm asking them to follow me, the link I am using for this is share profile link. So if you go into your get referrals and it's the second link down, and the reason I'm doing that is because then they see my profile when they first sign up and they see it's a platform, they see it as something that I was explaining. Okay, if I was to use like the main landing page, that sort of stuff, it's got sort of more selling the Webtalk in it. Okay, so you want to show them that it's a platform and you're using it too, and that is the reason why I use this link for this specific post. So for this one, all I did was another 3 steps. It's pretty simple to do. It's pretty easy to do. Now you don't have to do it like this. You can do 10 steps. You can do 20 steps. You don't even have to do steps. You can just give some advice, anything you want, depending on what the niche is. Now this one is in a marketing group, so all I wrote was 3 steps to build a large network. Now because you know your niche better than me and that sort of stuff, you will know what to write, okay? So whatever works for you on Webtalk, that is the tips you are given, okay? They are the tips. You're not using what I say. You're not doing what I do. You're not hitting the same groups as I hit. I hit certain groups because it's what I know, okay? So I don't go outside of what I know. Reason being is because I don't know if I can give them results. And the worst thing you want to do is go outside of what you actually know and not give them results, because you want them to get results, because when they begin to get results, they are going to stay, and that is what you want. You want them to stay, you want them to work, you want them to do stuff so they become your passive income and they begin to build you as well. So the first one I've got, type in Webtalk search bar online marketer, then follow and connect with the first 50 people that come up. So you can see I put 50 here. This is because they're online marketers. These people, they kind of like to connect with a lot of people, so I put a bigger number. So I didn't just use the 10, because when it comes to online marketing, 10 people ain't going to do nothing for you. You kind of want a large network. So I'm getting them to do 50, and then they're going to also have a bigger feed and that sort of stuff. And then I wrote post marketing tips that have worked for you daily that will help them get results, okay? Because the idea for it to work for them, they need to be making it work for someone else, okay? If it doesn't work, it's not going to work, okay? So if you're not getting results, so therefore if these people come in and they don't get results, I'm not going to get results. For them to get results, they also need to get somebody else results. The idea is to help somebody. The more you help, the more you get back. So I'm telling them here to post content that will work for them. So it's going to work for whoever is reading their post. Now the reason being is because that's what's going to get engagement. If it's working for somebody else, it's going to get engagement, and that's what I want them to get. I want them to get engagement on their post. And the third one I got, as they share your content with their network, thank them and watch your network take off. Okay, and that's just something simple, just thanking, showing appreciation, that sort of stuff. And if they begin to do that, to the ones that share, if somebody shares your stuff and you like and you comment back, they've given you 30 points and you've gave them 30 points back, and a lot of the time they are sharing to get the points. So by simply giving them 30 points back, it doesn't take too long. You do miss, as you grow, you're not going to be able to do this. So as these people grow, they're not going to be able to go and thank everybody because it just gets too much. But it will help them start at the start. It will help them build something at the start, and that's what we want. We want them to build at the start and get results so they stay. And then all I've wrote is, when this works for you and your sales take off, feel free to give me a follow for more tips. When I'm doing this last little saying, I'm using confidence, okay? If you are not confident, if you was to say if this works for you, you're not confident. You're not showing your confidence. But by saying when this works for you, it's pretty much you're not doubting yourself. You're saying this is going to work. You do this, this will work. And that more, just by simply changing your wording a little bit and showing a bit more confidence, a bit more dominance, okay, will help you a lot, okay? When they see you are confident with something, they're more likely going to join you. If they don't see confidence in you, they're probably not going to listen. So you really want to show a bit of confidence, especially at the end here where you're actually asking them to sign up a link. And then I just got a picture off the internet. And the reason why I use pictures is it stops them scrolling, okay? The words themselves ain't going to stop people from scrolling, but a picture will, and then they'll look at what you wrote. So now I'm just going to post that. And again, if I follow up with this group, if I continue to come back to this group, I'm going to get better results. So don't get discouraged if you do it one day in a group and you get no results. come back to that same group, hit them again, hit them again, hit them again, and don't stop. And the reason why, when you build a community, one post will take off because everybody trusts you. When your profile picture comes up all the time and you are familiar to them, they're going to trust you. They're going to like your post. They're going to comment on your post. They're going to say, good job, keep up the hustle. Even people that aren't joined with you, they're going to give you a bit of support. Some of them, not all of them. But really continuously do this for a long-term result, okay? And once you get a network, not only are they going to be doing this on these groups, they're going to come and follow you, that sort of stuff. And then they're going to most probably sign up for your feed post as well. Because if you're doing this on groups and you are also posting from Webtalk to Facebook, they're going to be following you and joining there as well. So you're going to get passive signups. I've got a few of my team that I've helped a bit, and they are getting passive signups now. They are messaging me saying, wow, I didn't expect a sign up today. Someone just signed up. I haven't even posted anywhere. And that is all because they are thinking long term and they're doing something consistently. Now, the Fiverr gig is a lot different to the way I promote with the Fiverr gig. So I'm going to do that post now and show you what it looks like. So with this one here, all I've wrote is simple steps to increase your Fiverr sales easily with Webtalk. And then I've got put your Fiverr gig link in your Webtalk bio as your Webtalk and explain what you do in your Webtalk bio. So that's pretty simple, and then it's set up there. Now they've got their landing page already set up for their Fiverr gig, okay? So not only that, but they're completing their profile like you need them to do. And then I've got search something relevant to what your gig is in the search bar and follow and connect with the first 50 people that come up. For example, if you sell logo designs, type business owners, and it is instantly going to get them to connect with people that are most probably going to buy their gig in the future if it suits them, okay? So businesses need logos, that sort of stuff, so they'll be going and searching business owners if they're selling logos. But I could use any example, okay? All I do is an example so they sort of know what to do, okay? They're Fiverr sellers, they know who needs their service, so they'll know who to type and who to connect with. So the next one I've got, now post each day a post about how your gig helps them specific people you just followed. Okay, so if they're selling logos and they've just connected with a lot of business owners, that means business owners are now seeing their feed. So if their post is majority about how their product actually benefits a business owner, so not someone in general, just the business owner in general, so everybody that is now connected with them, they're more likely going to sell the gig. And then I've got, when your gig takes off, you are welcome. Want more tips with marketing? Follow me here. Okay, so it's simple. So this is something a lot of Fiverr gig sellers lack. They don't have the marketing skills. They do need the marketing skills. Now, if they like this, if this is attractive, they'll most probably want to follow me. The thing is, they don't know what Webtalk is, okay? So each of these posts, you'll notice I haven't told them what Webtalk is. So they don't know what Webtalk is. I've just showed them how to use it. So I've taught them how to use it before they even know what it is. Now, the only way they're going to find out how it is, okay, without me saying, sign up to my referral link or something like that, without me actually asking them to do something, by simply saying follow me here, the first thing that will come to their head to find out what Webtalk is to click this link. Okay, so if they're curious about what you're saying, they've got to now click that link to find out what Webtalk is. Now, the reason why you give value is to decrease the chance of them actually clicking in Google. If you start talking about Webtalk but without any value, they're probably going to go Google it and sign up for someone else's link. Because you've given them the value, they're most probably going to click that link to find out what it is. And then I'm just going to post that. And that's how simple it is. Now, not only do I do it to get people into Webtalk, I do it in Webtalk to get people to my YouTube. Now, every single thing is cross-promotion. Now, you've probably seen me do a lot of videos about Gary Vee and that sort of stuff. Now, that is targeting a Gary Vee audience to get Gary Vee audience into Webtalk. You'll see me I did one about Legendary Marketer. I don't promote Legendary Marketer, but I showed Legendary Marketer users how to promote Legendary Marketing Webtalk. I've done ones about YouTube channels, showing people on YouTube how to grow YouTube in Webtalk. Exactly what I can do in text on Facebook. Now, I don't do this very often because I use YouTube, okay? I like the video format. It is a lot easier for me. It is a lot better long-term results because them same questions that I answer will come up again in the future. But when it comes to Facebook, that's simply how you can do it, and you can do it easy. Now, if you get one group, okay, just pick one group in your niche and you really keep on that one group all times. Now, if they ban you for using links, don't use your Webtalk link. Mention Webtalk. give them the quality content, give them the advice, and wait for them to come to your inbox or wait for them to leave a comment, okay? So you don't get banned from that group. With the groups I use, they sort of allow me to use links, but some don't, okay? So all you're doing is you're finding a group and you're going to consistently give them value until you begin to build a network inside that group, until you begin to build support. It won't be the first day, okay? You might get a sign up or two in the first day if you're lucky, but majority of the time, you're not going to get one or two in the first day. It will be a week down the track, but when you start bringing them in, because you have built up a community, because you have built up that value, because you have been giving people value, because you've given so much already, they begin to trust you, okay? And when they trust you, they begin to engage. When they engage, they push you in the algorithm. A Facebook like with a Webtalk post is a lot more powerful than a Webtalk like, okay? So if you get a like in Webtalk, you get a couple cents. If you get a like with a Webtalk post inside of Facebook, it pushes you in the algorithm up to the top, and it gives you more chance to get another referral. One referral can make you money for the rest of your life. One like on Webtalk can make you money for that day, okay? But so really, with these other platforms and that, you're going for engagement. You want engagement on Facebook, you want engagement on Instagram, you want engagement on all them platforms because their algorithms work off engagement. To get engagement, you really need to give them something good, okay? If you're not giving them something good, they're not going to engage. It's that simple. So I'm rambling too much. I hope this helps. It's probably going to be pretty long, this video. But anyway, I'll edit as much as I can out. Hope this helps, and see you on the next one.